Welcome to Coin Explorer. What if the coin in your pocket right now is secretly worth more than a luxury car or even more than a house? Seems impossible, doesn't it? But one coin did just that. A 1966 U.S. quarter, something millions of people ignored for decades, shocked the world when it was auctioned for an incredible $1,153,000. Yes, a simple 25-cent piece that anyone could have owned. At first glance, there was nothing flashy about it. Same George Washington profile, same eagle on the back. But this specific coin held a secret, a rare minting error that turned pocket change into gold. And what's even more surprising, it wasn't hidden in a museum or vault. It was out there, waiting to be noticed. In the next few minutes, you'll learn what made this coin so valuable, how it was discovered, and why it became a million-dollar legend. Stay with me. You won't want to miss a second of this. To understand why this coin is so special, you need to know what was happening in 1966. That year, the U.S. Mint was adjusting to rising silver costs. In 1965, they stopped using silver in quarters and switched to cheaper copper-nickel. So by 1966, all quarters should have been silver-free. But this one wasn't. Somehow, by accident or oversight, this quarter was struck on a silver planet, the type used before 1965. That mistake shouldn't have happened, but it did, and that one small error changed everything. The silver content made it heavier, the color was slightly different, but unless you knew exactly what to look for, you'd miss it. The coin quietly circulated or sat untouched, unnoticed for decades, until one day someone spotted the signs. They had no idea they were holding a seven-figure treasure, but soon the truth came out, and the coin's journey to a million-dollar auction began. Spotting a valuable coin like this isn't about luck, it's about paying attention. To most, it looked like every other quarter, but the collector who found it noticed small, subtle differences. First, the shine. Silver reflects light differently than nickel. It had a smoother, richer glow. Then came the weight. Silver coins are just a bit heavier, and this one tipped the scale. But the biggest giveaway? The edge. Modern quarters show a copper-colored line on the edge. This one didn't. It was pure silver all around. That alone raised eyebrows. The coin was sent to a grading service for evaluation. They confirmed it, a rare 1966 quarter made of silver in near-perfect condition. Not just rare, nearly flawless. That's the magic combo collectors dream of. And just like that, a coin worth 25 cents became a historic piece, worth over $1 million. The auction wasn't ordinary either. This wasn't a coin tossed on a table, it was front and center, the star of the show. Collectors flew in, investors tuned in. The buzz was electric. Bidding started low but quickly soared. Each new offer built suspense. First 5 figures, then 6. The room held its breath. And finally, a winning bid, $1,153,000. A round of applause followed. The buyer's identity? Kept private, but the message was loud and clear. This coin wasn't just metal, it was a piece of U.S. minting history, a one-of-a-kind error that defied time, and its sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. Collectors everywhere began looking closer at their change, because now they knew. Rare coins don't always look rare. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight. You might be wondering, could there be more out there? The answer is yes, possibly. During minting transitions like the one in the 1960s, errors happen. Silver blanks sometimes got mixed in, and with billions of coins struck every year, even a few mistakes can create legends. So imagine how many old quarters are sitting in jars, drawers, boxes. How many of those were minted in the 60s? How many might have that same silvery shine? This is what drives collectors, the chance that lightning could strike again. One glance, one coin, one moment. That's all it takes. The million-dollar quarter wasn't found in a treasure chest. It was found because someone paid attention. And just maybe, the next million-dollar coin is already in someone's hand. They just haven't looked closely yet. But rarity alone isn't enough. Condition is king. This 1966 quarter didn't just survive, it remained pristine. No scratches, no wear, as if it skipped decades of handling. Experts call this mint state, a grade given to coins that show no signs of use. That grade? It multiplies value. A scratched silver quarter might get a few hundred. A mint one, that's how you reach 6, even 7 figures. That's why storage matters. Coins kept in dry, clean places, untouched, age better. And this one? It aged perfectly, like fine wine. The fact that it was silver made it rare, but the fact that it was flawless made it historic. It was the perfect storm, and collectors knew it. After this sale, attention shifted. Suddenly, every quarter from 1965 to 1967 came under the spotlight. These were the years of change. The mint was adjusting machines, materials, and procedures. Mistakes weren't common, but they weren't impossible either. That's why quarters from those years are now in demand, especially if they look or feel slightly off. So if you're holding a coin from that era, examine it, weigh it, check the edge, feel the texture. If anything feels different, get it checked. You never know. One small detail could be worth thousands or even more. Because coins like the 1966 silver quarter have proven one thing: change can hold real value. The beauty of this story isn't just the money, it's the message. The idea that something ordinary can be extraordinary, that history is all around us waiting to be noticed. This coin wasn't locked in a vault, it wasn't passed down by royalty, it was just there, like so many others. But it had a story, and someone took the time to hear it. That's the magic of collecting, the thrill of the unknown, the joy of discovery. And now millions of people check their change a little more carefully, not because they expect to get rich, but because they've seen what's possible. And once you know that, you'll never look at a coin the same way again. Today, the $1 million quarter rests in a private collection, protected, admired. Its story continues to inspire. It's been featured in news articles, collector forums, and videos like this one. And each time someone hears about it, they're reminded there's value in the details. Whether you're a collector or just someone curious, this story proves that rare doesn't always mean flashy. It means unique, mistaken, preserved, unexpected. That's what makes this coin more than just currency. It's a time capsule, a lesson, a symbol of possibility. And now, that possibility is in your hands too. So the next time you hold a quarter, especially one from the 60s, look closely, look carefully, because that small piece of metal could be more than just 25 cents. It could be a story, a discovery, a moment in history. The 1966 quarter wasn't famous until someone paid attention. Now it's unforgettable. And maybe, just maybe, the next unforgettable coin is already in your pocket. You just haven't noticed it yet. If this story made you look at your spare change a little differently, that's just the beginning. Like, share, or tag someone who always checks their coins. They might thank you later. And remember, treasures aren't always hidden. Sometimes they're just unnoticed. Until next time, keep looking closely.